EPA WA meteorologist Bobby Martins here with your outlook for February 11th, 2022. It is Friday, end of the work week, and we have another mild day expected today and again for Saturday before temperatures start coming crashing down later on Saturday and Saturday evening as a cold front works through the region. So we have a couple mild days here today. It's not going to be incredibly mild, though, in the interiors. You can see the starting range for the northwestern areas is 42 today, 40 is the expected temperatures for highs in our northern and northwestern areas on Saturday. But further southeast, you get down by Philadelphia, 54 today, 58 on Saturday ahead of that frontal boundary. So you're going to get some pretty good warming. Very big spread here on Saturday because of that front working its way through. It'll hit northwest areas first, and the southeastern areas is going to take a little bit longer, so that's why you have such a large spread in temperatures here. So here's that cold front situated off to our west today. We're going to have mostly sunny skies today ahead of this front, and then clouds are going to increase overnight, and we become mostly cloudy. And then we have this front we'll move through here on Saturday. It's going to be a mostly dry front. I'm not expecting much, if any, precipitation with it. I can't rule out a stray shower somewhere, but I mean, it's going to be very few and far in between it that does occur here on Saturday. And then highs are going to be achieved most likely in the morning in far northwestern areas. In our central areas where that front hasn't made it quite through yet, those highs will be achieved around midday, and then it's going to be more like mid to late afternoon by the time you get farther southeast. And that's why there's such a vast spread in temperatures here from northwest to southeast on Saturday. Now, as this front works its way through, as we've been talking about the last couple of days, there is going to be a weak wave of low pressure forming along that boundary as it moves through. Very weak, though. Here's the European model that ran this evening. You can see a few snow showers here. This is not really noteworthy stuff. Certainly not plan canceling stuff. If you have anything planned for the Super Bowl on Sunday or any Valentine's plans this weekend taking place on Sunday, I wouldn't be too concerned. Even our southeastern areas, it looked like the southeastern areas were going to get a lot more out of this a couple days ago. Now it's just kind of just a weak wave here, and this is this snow is actually caused by a jet streak, and the alignment of that jet streak up at the 300 millibar level, which is about 30,000 feet or so above the ground level, where the jet stream is. So the best forcing is over these areas, and that's why you get a little bit of snow. So with that forcing, you have enhanced lift, and you get that snow coming down. Otherwise, very weak and progressive low. You can't even see it here. Finally see it here a little bit as I move this forward through Sunday, but this low is way far to the east. So normally, under normal circumstances, if that jet streak was not there and this trough was not here, the upper level trough was not there, you would not have any of this precipitation falling at all. But it's just because of that jet stream that's doing the jet streak is doing it. Okay, so this is going to be something that's going to start actually late Saturday night in the interior locations. Just a few light snow showers, though, not a real big deal there, going into very early Saturday morning. And then Saturday afternoon, our far southeastern areas will get into a little bit of that snow. It might go into early to mid-evening before it finally pulls off the coast. But there's really not a lot of precipitation with that. I think it's going to be more or less northwest of I-95, you're just generally looking at a coating to an inch or so. Along in southeast of I-95, you're looking at more like a 1 to 2 inch snow event, if you will, for those areas. Here's the NAM and what it's doing this evening. And this is looking at overnight Saturday night. So I get a little bit forward from this point, and you're looking at 4 o'clock in the morning on Sunday. So it's a little bit of light snow shower activity here in the interior. That's going to go all the way into Sunday morning, okay? Just in a few spots there, just a few light snow showers, intermittent, very light. It's not until later in the afternoon that you get a more concentrated effort of light snow for a short period of time across South Jersey and Delaware, and central New Jersey is included in that as well. Maybe even New York City, okay, according to the NAM here, but this is going to pull off the coast rather quickly, and it's not going to leave much in its wake. So this is what we're looking at as far as snow totals. Now, I'm debating whether or not we're going to actually release a map for this event. And the only way I'll do this is if it trends a little bit stronger than an inch. We don't do coating to inch stuff on a snow map. There's no sense in me putting a snow map together for a coating to an inch of snow, or even 1 to 1.5 or maybe 2 inches as a high side. Still isn't really noteworthy, and it's not worth putting a discussion together on weather alerts. So consider this your snow map, so to speak, and I will update this again on Saturday morning with the latest information we have at that point too, if this has shifted any. But I really don't see anything increasing too much. This is a very weak system. and it's not going to put down that much snow. This is all nuisance amounts of snow. And again, along I-95 and point southeast, you can get in that 1 to 1.5, maybe 2-inch range. But further northwest, you're coating to a 1/2 inch, maybe an inch, and that's it. Okay, so that's a pretty straightforward thing. Now, the only thing we're going to say that is different from this idea, everything is pretty much on board with this general amount of snow and the placement of the snow. There is one difference this evening. That is the Canadian model. It wants to put that highest amounts of snow, which is like 2, maybe even 3 inches in some spots, over the snow hole areas, the areas that have been shafted this winter of snow. So this is going to be something to watch here over the next 24 hours. And if we do need to send it to these areas instead, we'll certainly let you know. But that is not the consensus right now. This is most likely going to be something that's going to be further south and east, like shown here. Okay, so that's what we're looking at going forward for this system. We will continue to monitor it over the next 24 hours, and we will send alerts as needed for areas affected in the My Pocket Meteorologist program. But after that, we're going to be cold for several days. Here's Monday morning. Monday is actually first of all, Sunday is going to be near freezing for highs. Okay, and then your Monday we're going to have a bottom out day, so to speak. We're going to have temperatures that are below average, well below average, and stuck in the 20s in many locations, maybe getting to 30 in our far southeastern areas. But it's going to be pretty cold here on Monday, despite partly cloudy skies. And then mostly sunny skies on Tuesday, but we rebound a little bit back into the 30s. And then we're going to see a progressive warm-up from that point forward. Once we go from Tuesday to Wednesday to Thursday, each of those 3 days, we're expecting the temperatures to increase by 10 degrees per day. Okay? So we'll be actually Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, expecting a 10-degree increase. So if you're 26 on Monday, you're 36 on Tuesday, 46 Wednesday, 56 on Thursday. So it's going to be a steady increase and progressively so in the next couple of days here once we get into next week. So just a quick shot of cold air is going to last, 2-3 days, and that's it. And then we have a back to a warm air advection situation after that as a ridge builds into the eastern United States by the time we get to midweek. And so the temperatures come back up again, and really so on Thursday ahead of this next system. Looks like we're going to be mostly dry for most of the day here on Thursday. It's going to be mostly cloudy, but then you'll have some scattered showers working in either very late in the day or in the evening. This is going to be rain this time. There's no chance that this will be snow. So in our long-range outlook, we had this as a winter storm signal when we did this in advance, several weeks in advance. Is no longer going to be, it's still going to be a storm signal, but it's going to be just a storm signal, not a winter storm signal. There's no winter component to this because that big ridge is in place prior to that coming in. So this is all going to be rain from start to finish, and it should be rain continuing here during at least part of Friday. Okay, at least the first half of Friday, and then this will pull away after that point. And I do think, I'm going to mention this in the long range today when I update it this morning, but I do think the longer range patterns for the month of February are not looking good from a winter standpoint. So I don't want to completely eliminate the possibility for something sneaky coming in there. But the temperatures are going to be warming over the next couple of weeks, it looks like, as we head into the first week of March. So the rest of February, first week of March, you might have some cold shots in there. You'd have to have something perfectly timed to get snow. I just don't see it right now. And we have still, it doesn't mean winter's over. We still have March yet, and March could turn the other direction, just like January turned the other direction, coming from a warmer December. So, we'll see how that works out. But, there still is opportunities down the road. But we're getting into March. It's a little tougher. And you start playing with time of day. It isn't very important for when the snow comes in or precipitation comes in to lead to snow events. And also, track is a little bit more important at that time. You don't have these marginal events won't cut it when you get into March. So we'll see. I have the long range going out this morning. Check back for that late morning when I have that released, and I will give the updated information going forward for the next 5 to 6 weeks. I'm EPAWA meteorologist Bobby Marchers. That is your outlook for February 11th, 2022. Have a great Friday.